Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is number 250 for the week of February 3rd, 2019. I'm your host, Nemesis, and I am joined, as always, by Alca7raz.
Hey.
Yes, it's first weekend of February, which means, Groundhog Day.
Oh boy.
It's too early for flapjacks. All that stuff. Buxatawny Phil. Stuck in a time loop.
Yep.
Yeah. Not much has been going on with me personally, honestly. I've been kind of working on a little bit of a secret thing. You should be hearing about pretty soon if things go well.
Secret. What's the secret?
You'll know soon.
Yes.
Well, he knows.
Of course I know.
You guys don't.
No one else does.
Yeah, not yet. Hopefully, they'll come out soon, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Yes, hopefully it'll actually be good.
Yeah, so, there's that, but other than that, I haven't really been doing much of anything, and that's been the biggest thing for me, other than kind of jumping back into Halo for the first time in a while.
Oh yeah, I jumped into that too.
It's been a while, but
I kind of picked.
Oddly enough, I kind of slipped right back in, no problem.
Yeah, for the most part, it's like riding a bike.
I know, so you expect the rust, but it wasn't there really.
Yeah, you jump in and go, and it's a little bit janky first until you go, yeah, I got this again. I'm back. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, I actually did replace Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy. I forgot about that because I don't know. I have plenty of new games, but I do have plenty of old games again.
That's exactly what it is. Never work on your backlog.
Yeah, I actually got through them really quick too. That was a weird thing. I beat those faster than I expected to. Whatever. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Jedis and Halo and stuff. We're here to talk about the pony thing.
Yes.
All them ponies. And we have and you probably, if you listened to last week's episode, you probably know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Because of the tease. But anyway, we do have some news. We have 2 comics. We have several shorts. And, of course, the big topic of the love and the pairings and the shipping and all that stuff. Boats, I guess.
Get in, losers.
Yeah.
We're going shipping.
Yeah, that's all coming up because there's also there's a tiny little bit of fan content. It's just not really a whole bunch. So yeah, that's all coming up in this episode, and hope you enjoy. But we're going to go ahead and get started with news, of course. And if you want to follow along, go to pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. It's spelled LABSYN, and links with new extra details and stuff will be there. So, conventions. BabsCon has announced Andy Price and Agnes Garbowska.
Get your comics.
Yes, comic stuff. And Andy even drew the artwork for them for their news post. How about that?
That's cool.
In merchandise news, the Gameloft MLP game has added several new characters, including dragons and baby ponies, as well as a Hearthswarming Club quest thing. And Toys R Us Singapore has listed the Equestria Girls Fashion Squad singles, including images. Fluttershy, Rarity, and Sunset all have images. And the Hungarian website has listed the Series 4 Cutie Mark Crew blind bags, including, again, pictures of all of the different ones you could get. They come in eggs.
Eggs.
Yep. And yeah, there's various different variants and whatnot again, and probably check that out and see, including it looks like translucent ones this time. And Cutie Mark Crew plush keychains are now available on Amazon. I think they're about $5 or so a pop.
Ah, yes, these. I've seen these.
Yeah, about $5 or so. I'm not sure exactly how large they are. They're not that big, probably.
Nah, if they're keychain size, they ain't going to be very big at all.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty big keychains.
Yeah, but they're not common.
Let's see. Is there anything about size? 2 by 3 by 4 inches. Okay. There you go. If you want a plush keychain of a pony or an Equestria Girl.
Yep, because I got both.
And digital versions of the Festival of Lights and the Curse of the Statuettes books for the Tales of Equestria RPG are now available.
Yeah.
More digitizing of the books.
Yep. So you don't actually have to have them physically. Makes it a little bit more accessible, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit. So you don't have to buy...
You don't have to buy and lose parts all the time.
You don't have to buy big old hardcover books and whatnot.
You don't have to go and physically find them either or wait for them to ship.
Yeah. But in comic news, and this one kind of hurts me a little bit, a previously unreleased cover of canceled My Little Pony Transformers crossover comic was revealed by the artist Andrew Griffith.
Canceled MLP Transformers crossover comic.
Almost got another MLP Transformers thing. It almost happened again,
and then
it was canceled for some reason or another. And it's infuriating to me. Yeah, it's the comic cover got it's gotten a range of reactions from both the MLP and Transformers fandoms.
Yep,
including do not ever do this again.
Yeah,
and oh man, I wish this actually did happen.
Yep.
I'm firmly in I wish this actually did happen camp. I mean, granted, it's like it's on its face ridiculous, and I think that would have been kind of the point.
Yeah, you just own it and go with it.
You just have to accept it's ridiculous and just go from there.
Roll with it.
If you can't roll for it, if you can't accept it on its face, then well, it's not for you.
Roll out.
Yeah, I just wish it happened. It just sounds like to me just as long as you just treat it as ridiculous as it sounds, I think it'd be a fun time.
Yep.
But on other comic news, Friendship is Magic number 77 has been revealed. With stars aligning, villains escaping, and princesses out of commission, can Equestria's favorite ponies find a way to defeat Cosmos before it's too late? Cosmos is freed, and it's going to take a little bit of magic and a lot of friendship to stop her.
Princess is out of commission.
Again?
Like every villain.
Womp womp.
New villain pops up, Celestia's gone. Well.
Guess that's that. Business as usual.
Yep.
And final bit of news, Friendship's Magic stuff. An animation reel from Cindy Tong showed a small scene deleted from the movie. Not a whole lot, just a little extra to the, pirate ship scene when they're initially fighting.
Yeah.
Not really a whole lot there. But there's other stuff, but it's all stuff that we saw in the movie.
Yeah. There's only one that was deleted.
And it wasn't even that significant. It's just an extra bit to the fight scene.
Yep.
That's it.
But it's there.
I'm wondering why it was cut. That's a weird thing. It's like so insignificant. It's like, did you really have to cut down the time that much?
Maybe. I don't know.
I know movie studios can be weird about run times, particularly for children's media. Like, well, children can't sit still for that long, so we better cut it down. But it's literally like
2
10 seconds over. No, cut it. Fine.
Gosh, Mom.
Yeah. So, that's the news.
Yep.
So anyway, moving on. We got, of course, like I said at the top, comics. 2 of them that came out on the same day.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Well, they're separate lines, so
I know, it's still weird. Like, you think at least they'd separate. Usually they don't, even when the separate lines, they usually don't release on the same day, so it's kind of interesting of itself. But anyways, we're going to start off with Friendship is Magic number 74, which has the special 20 years of IDW thing on it. And it was written by Ted Anderson with art by Kate Sharon and colors by Heather Breckel, in which Zephyr comes back.
Zephyr.
Because a couple of the students have bad hair. And Fluttershy takes them to Zephyr, and he helps fix their hair. But then turns out he's got a bit of a...
imposter syndrome.
Yeah, he's kind of freaking out. Freaking out, man.
Freaking out, man.
Yeah, he's got concerned. What if I stink? What if everyone just laughs at me? That whole thing. But then, Fluttershy decides, along with the students, because of reasons, I guess, take him to MaineCon.
MaineCon.
A hairdressing convention thing. In which they see there's this thing where you have hairdressers publicly do their craft in front of judges and get, judged in front of everybody. Perfect, except, no, I'm not going to do that. And then Zephyr meets another pony who's a hairstylist, and yeah, things go from there. It's all right, I guess.
It's not as bad as I was expecting.
Oh, no, it's just kind of it exists. It's fine.
I wasn't against it, surprisingly.
No, yeah.
I guess maybe I went in with really low expectations.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just kind of I don't know. It feels like there should have been more to it.
Yeah. I think we could say that about a lot of the comics, though.
This one in particular really feels like it's just very, it's struggling to fill a full issue,
I guess, but I do kind of like what story it's trying to tell.
Yeah.
It's an important one. The
also,
whole
some
imposter syndrome
the
thing.
The artwork gets a little weird.
A couple
I'm
points.
going to be honest. Some of the faces look a little they're just off. Like, it looks like something doesn't quite line up the way it's supposed to. Stuff like heads being weirdly bulbous or faces looking strange and eyeball. Yeah, it's just odd. And also the mouth. The mouths in particular, I've noticed it was something that weird. There's the very particular way the artist is drawing the mouths kind of looks a little weird to me, and I can't really explain it. If you saw it, you'd probably understand, but yeah. Also, the new pony, Pixie Cut. Yeah. Looking at her, yep. She reminds me of some characters from other media.
Yes. Very particular style.
Yeah, it's all right. There's some interesting stuff I think with Pixie Cut in particular. Her character, there's some interesting stuff with her. particular, but yeah, other than that, it's all right. I guess it tries to make Zephyr interesting. That's something at least. Because yeah, Zephyr is hard to make likable.
Yeah, Zephyr's. Yeah.
it kind of almost succeeds. I think there's a couple. It's just like I wish there's a little more to it. But other than that, it's all right. I don't think it's worth really going out of your way to get it. You know, it's still $4. It's like it's not really worth going out of your way if you happen to find it. Sure, I guess, but yeah,
I thought it was all right.
It's okay.
But like I said, I went in with really low expectations because I really don't like Zephyr. But it wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
I just found it just okay. I wasn't really enamored by it, or I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't really enamored either.
But that's better than I was expecting to get out of it.
Better than nothing. It's better than nothing. The other comic came out as well, the IDW 2020, the MLP version. Yeah, their weird little 20th anniversary thing they're doing for all their comics, and Pony here too. And this one was written by Ted Anderson with art by Tony Cusisto and colors by Heather Breckel. In which, let's see, the main 6 are with some ambassadors or something from some other place or something. I don't know. It's not really
It's not important.
It's not important. Then Dash does a sonic ray boom and something goes wrong with the lightning strike. And oh, hey, look, they're transported back in time and meet their younger selves.
Yay.
That's the gist of the story. They meet their younger selves and then they have to get back home. That's it.
Yep.
That's the story.
That's the story.
It's an interesting concept. I think the problem is I feel like it kind of doesn't fully live up. Again, it doesn't live fully to its potential.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that you could do that it didn't do that I wish it did.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff about it. It's just I feel like
there's some neat things here and there.
I feel like it kind of
a little more
didn't quite do what it could have done with the concept.
And then there's the whole how they handle the ending, because it's like when you deal with going into the past, when you already have an established history, there's always problems.
Yep.
How do you handle that?
Celestia in this is a little
Deus Ex.
The way she does things is like she just knows things she can't. Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah.
It's like, it seems a little too easy.
Yeah.
The other thing is
it was fun still.
Yeah, there's still some fun stuff about it, like seeing the younger selves like
reacting to themselves. Basically.
Yeah, like Twilight in particular is like the big one because like you have wings. Holy crap! I get wings. Does that mean I'm a princess? You become a princess? Yes.
Yes. What?
I mean, there's a bit where you see it's shown that Twilight, the young Twilight, is her tail is wagging because she's like wow.
Dog.
But it's also what's weird is little Rarity is like impressed by the fact that older Rarity has a gem finding spell. It's like, isn't that how you got your cutie mark in the first place?
Yes.
You already know the spell. Why are you impressed? I don't. Like it made sense earlier when she just impressed by, wow, you look amazing.
You look amazing. Why, thank you.
That is one of the interesting things, how the different main 6 react to themselves. Although the Pinky one is like,
The Pinky one scares me.
It doesn't scare. It just annoys me. It's like, oh, they're doing that route again.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I think sometimes artists people try to make Pinky more than she really is. I guess as a compensation, possibly because they're like upset by the fact that often Pinky comes across as a little dumb in the show sometimes.
Yeah.
So they're trying to compensate by making her real smart. And it's like, you don't really need to do that. But I don't know. It just feels really weird and just kind of a little too far in the whole referential thing. I don't know.
I think it was light enough.
No,
it didn't really make it be an issue. It was just done for the sake of the joke.
I know it's for the joke, but I don't know. It's just a little too close to me. I don't know. I got the same reaction I get when I read a fanfic, and it's like Pinky talks to the author, and it's like,
yeah,
it kind of kicked that same reaction in my brain. So I don't know.
You're just biased against it already.
Maybe. I don't know. Just there's other times I think it comes across real well, and this one just I don't feel it doesn't. But anyway, kind of neat. Also, I guess the ambassadors are probably the same cat people that Capper belongs to.
Yeah, Abyssinians.
The furries.
The furries. Yeah, it's like Abyssinia or yeah.
Anyway, it's kind of neat. It's got some pretty good artwork. Yeah, it's just kind of a weird thing though. And then you get get weirdness because like, oh, you got to deal with the time travel stuff and all that weirdness.
Cornucopia of.
Yeah, it's
What
just
was the rest of that line?
cornucopia of disturbing concepts.
Disturbing concepts. Thanks.
Yeah, it just I feel like it doesn't quite do what it could have done. It doesn't quite live up to what I was hoping for when I found out it was time travel.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more. It was rather the story was fairly threadbare. There was no real conflict or anything.
Mm-hmm. There's also a weird line I think from Twilight at the very end, which I don't want to say because it's at the very end.
Yeah,
it just felt a little weird. It's like, okay, sure, I guess. Yeah, it's all right. It's kind of I guess worth picking up just for the novelty of it. But other than that, yeah, it's not disappointing. It's just kind of. I liked it. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's just I wish there was more to it. It's still good, but there's more. I want more. Dang it.
I want more.
So that's the comics. I've kind of been babbling on about a little too long. But anyway, we also the shorts. 3 shorts actually. I was only expecting 2, and one of them's a Friendship is Magic short. Out of nowhere.
That's
like,
the weird one.
Yeah, although apparently the YouTube has still has the best gift ever branding, so I'm not sure. Whatever. Well, it's called Rarity's Biggest Fan, and Rarity wants a new hairstyle.
Yep.
She wants one that's flowing and moving and stuff like Celestia and Luna have. And Twilight says, no, you can't really do that.
The only
Rarity's going to do it anyway, right?
And she does, sort of.
Sort of. She gets Spike to flap his wings at her, so she constantly has the source of wind, so her hair is constantly flowing.
Because Spike's a tool.
Yeah, Spike, knows he's being used, but that's okay. He likes the abuse.
He likes being abused. He likes being used.
Yeah. It's Rarity just wants a new hairstyle. Though we got this weird thing like Rarity trying to tell Twilight to get a new hairstyle. She did that once.
He did that once.
Remember with the punk Twilight?
Yep.
And so it's like, huh. Anyway, it's like she just decides she needs a new hairstyle, and then it's like okay. And this whole thing is just her trying to find a way to do it, like the various products and whatnot, trying to get her hair to do the thing.
Do the thing.
Until she finally figures out breeze will work.
Yep.
And then Spike willingly flaps his wings because I don't know.
Spike's
And also Rarity's a good capitalist exploiting child labor.
Yes. Yes.
They better not actually get weird about Sparity.
Yeah.
I just don't see that going very well.
Yeah.
Ever. He's a kid.
Yep, he's a kid.
Yeah, it was also written by GM Barrow.
Yeah.
And then it's all right.
It's a short. What
it's
can
a short.
you expect?
I mean, some of the shorts you can still get some really good stuff. I mean, some of the earlier, way older Quester Girl shorts were pretty funny, or entertaining. But yeah, some of them this one's fine.
Yeah.
The next one is the Quester Girls, The Craft of Cookies, and it's written by Laura Beck. This one, Pinky bakes cookies.
Yep.
What was it? Cotton candy chocolate chip cookies or something like that.
Something like that.
And Tank's there because of some
Tank's there.
reason or another.
I don't know.
Yeah, she makes cookies, and that's it. There's really not much else to talk about other than Tank's kind of funny.
Yep. Constantly trying
Tank's
to eat the ingredients and not getting to.
Yeah, because he's too slow.
Yep.
But eventually he gets him in the end because Pinky gives him a cookie, which I don't know how turtles react to chocolate. Or tortoises, I should say.
So yeah, chocolate's always a concern when it comes to animals.
It's always a crapshoot. Like, giving it to dogs is bad.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's not good for cats either.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not sure how a tortoise would react to chocolate and cotton candy. And also, cotton candy...
How do you do a cotton candy cookie?
Well, you can do flavoring, but that's always gross. Cotton candy flavoring, when it's not cotton candy, it always winds up being gross.
I don't know. It's Pinky. She keeps things in her hair,
also,
too.
she was just, eating the chocolate chips. So, that's a thing. It's like, you make something with chocolate chips, you're just like...
She's going to start eating them.
Eat the chocolate chips constantly.
It reminds me of, apparently, when I was younger, before I was born, my dad... My mom was baking cookies, but she had powdered chocolate. My dad went to grab a scoop. My mom was like, "You don't want to do that." He did it anyway, and it was unsweetened chocolate.
Yeah.
Don't do that. It's nasty.
Nasty.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just also Gummy's there, and she does a voice for Gummy, I guess. The plushy Gummy.
Yep. Because you can't have a real alligator. That wouldn't pass S&P.
But she has one in the pony world.
Yes, but it's a pony.
So
I don't know. We're not in
I
Florida.
guess they decided her having a gator would be kind of ridiculous.
More ridiculous than normal.
More ridiculous in the human world than it is in the pony world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just cookies. It's really threadbare on that one, honestly.
Yep.
And the final one is Street Magic with Trixie, also written by Laura Beck. And this one's also really short.
Yeah.
It's only a little over a minute long. Actually, that if you cut out the credits and stuff, it's probably right about a minute long. Trixie tries to, do this whole saw person in half thing with Spike. And then it's, it doesn't quite, right beforehand, Twilight does magic for her, so she does telekinesis, or it looks like she's doing telekinesis. And that's it.
Yep. Twilight's an enabler.
Yeah, and the weird thing is, there's a longer version because of the animatic. The old animatic that was leaked out, and I've watched that one too. It's about twice as long.
Dang.
They cut out a lot, and then the weird thing is, the animatic Trixie looks a lot more pathetic because she tries to do multiple tricks like that. Is this your card?
Oh,
and fails that one.
Probably why
Pinky
they
there, and
cut
Pinky
it.
was there in that too.
That's probably why they cut it, because they probably decided it was just too much.
I don't know. She fails at the card thing. Then she tries to make a cupcake disappear. She's like, Pinky has a cupcake. I'm gonna make this cupcake disappear. Hey, look over there.
Oh.
And then everyone starts going and starts to walk away. And then she does the desperate try to slice, cut Spike in half. Who was like, I have some reservations about this.
Yes.
And also, there's a bit apparently this was also cut where Pinky's part of the telekinesis cell is just kind of floating, saying, "Can you give me my cupcake back now?" Because she's mad about want the cupcake back. Not real. Apparently, she hasn't caught on that Trixie ate it.
Yes.
But yeah, it's
it's a thing.
Trixie's outfit looks good.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's like also Twilight she looks smug as heck. Just like,
smug light.
Smug. Like, yes, even in the human world, Trixie still it pales in comparison to Twilight. Oh well. That's the shorts. They're fun, I guess, but nothing really to write home about. I almost feel like the cookie one, though, was almost a waste of time.
It's like, okay, you made cookies. Great. Good job.
Yeah,
you almost blew everything up.
Do much to really sell itself beyond that, because that's the thing. With Pinky, you're supposed to be, you can make a somewhat ordinary situation kind of a little crazy. And it didn't really do that.
No.
Other than just kind of, oh, look, it's cotton candy cookies. That's weird, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, it's just, yeah. I know there's still more shorts. I know there's one in particular I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I know which one it is. I think it's the one I've actually seen the animatic for.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah, I think they showed the trailer for the season of shorts. They showed a clip of it or something.
Yeah, there's a couple clips from here and there, but yeah, there's one in particular that's I'm waiting for it. Anyway, that's that for those. So we're gonna move on to our biggest topic.
We're going to try this again.
We're going to talk about shipping again. Just as yes, we've talked about it before, but just so you know, that was back in the summer of 2014.
Yes.
It's been a while. In fact, it was episode 69. Nice. And that was very much intentional. I saw an opportunity. I took it.
You just reminded me. Now that's what we call music just released.
Yep.
This episode. Their album number 69.
Finally.
It's great.
It's all been worth it.
It's just nice.
It's all been worth it for that.
Yep.
Yeah, I figured since, Valentine's Day is also coming up and it's also apparently February, go figure. Why not now?
Why not?
Because things have changed quite a bit since the last time we talked about it. I mean, again, that was before Rainbow Rocks came out. It's been a while. Things have changed a lot. We got new characters, new dynamics, and new situations, so on and so forth. Things have changed a lot since then.
Some things have. The more things change, the more
other
things
have
stay
to say the same. For example, my OTP, still Sunlight. Still. No, the original Sunlight still. I guess now it's apparently people to differentiate calling it Psyset now.
Psyset. Yeah, for Sci-Fi.
Yeah, Psyset is now to differentiate, because otherwise it's like, which Sunlight?
Yeah. Don't you mean Sunset Sparkle?
Yeah, that's it. Oh. Well, that's good.
Because people might confuse sunlight with actual sunlight.
Sure, Jan. But yeah, it's still my OTP. It's still my favorite one of all. I mean, that's the one I look forward to the most. So
yeah, my
still Twidash.
The things have not changed there. Those are my mainstays.
But the thing is, a lot of new pairings have popped up because a lot of new characters have popped up, and that changes things because suddenly people go, well, actually, you know what? Now this has changed. I like this one because for a long time, Terralite was my OTP, but then Sunset came along and that changed everything. Well, it took a while, but yeah.
It took a while, but yes.
Yeah, once I read the Fall of Sunset Shimmer comic and everything. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm in. I'm down. Also the those two fics, what was Long Road to Friendship and How the Sunset Sparkles.
Yep.
Those two fics really, okay, yeah, I'm in. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm in on this one. But I mean, a lot of new characters. I mean, like since then, back then, Cheramak was a huge thing.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. We were going into Cheramak was a huge.
That was huge back then. Now it's
because that was
practically dead.
I think around the last time we did the last one, Cheramak had basically killed Fluttermack.
Yeah.
Because Fluttermack was the first really big one with that, and then Cheramak killed that, and then Marvel showed up and just straight up murdered that.
But then Sugar Bell showed up and killed that.
That's what I said. Well,
Marvel.
Yeah, that's what I said. They killed the Marble one. They straight up murdered Marble Mac.
You said Marble Mac murdered Cheramak.
No.
We had Cheramak. That's how you phrased it.
Well, then it was missaid or misheard. Yeah, Cheramak showed up, and then Marble Mac showed up, and then they murdered that.
Yeah,
they blatantly killed that one. That's the first one that they straight up referenced.
And that's also canon.
Yes.
It's not just fans like seeing an interaction. Go, oh, no, it's actually canon.
No, they presented Marble Mac and then killed it.
Yeah. Sugar Mac is now the thing. That's the canon relationship from Macintosh
for Big Mac. Oh god, Big Mac. I just remember completely separate from shipping, but Big Mac.
Oh yeah, the
European Union.
Oops.
Killed.
No, it's expired.
Yeah. Well, they lost it in court.
Huh.
This is what happened. They went to defend it because a brand called Super Mac came up and there was a lawsuit, and European Union said no. McDonald's loses the trademark on it because they didn't properly defend it. In court because they didn't actually provide the evidence in the way that they're supposed to provide the evidence. And it's like, you're supposed to know how to do this, McDonald's. So they lost it.
Oh well.
Anyway, back to shipping.
Yeah, that's one big change.
Yeah.
I mean, since then we got like I said, let's see, what was then Tempest was a new character. Which,
jeez.
For her, she was being shipped with Twilight for a bit, but then kind of weirdly died quickly.
It kind of did.
I don't know what happened. I mean, it's still around, but it's like people were all excited, like, yeah, it's gonna be a new ship, and just kind of.
I haven't seen a huge amount of it. It's interesting.
After like a month, it kind of died.
Yeah,
it was weird. I'm like, that's interesting. Because people are all over, and then they just weren't.
I guess it's because we have canon description of them leaving, of Tempest running off to do her own thing.
It was already dying before that. Even before season 8 premiered, it was already dying. So I'm not sure what happened. I think maybe people are just like, well, she's never coming back, so what's the point?
They've just accepted it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is odd for shippers.
Yeah. I don't know. That was a big new one. What was it? Oh, let's be real. As much as you hate it, Zephyr Breeze came along, and not a whole lot, but it's still there. Huge
amount of that.
It's not a whole lot, but it's still around.
Yeah, so like some things never die.
Soren Dash is still a thing.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, Moon Dancer.
Oh yeah,
Moon Dancer
showed up, and that was a huge thing.
Yeah, it's a Moon Dancer in Twilight.
Yeah, that was a huge ship. That's still
fairly good size. Fairly good size because a lot of people read it as Moon Dancer had a thing for Twilight.
Yeah.
Oh, Ember and Smolder.
Oh, Ember and Smolder was Spike. And,
I mean, I saw rumblings too. Thorax as well with Spike
and Ember
sometimes, but at the same time.
Yeah.
Thing about Ember also, I think a handful of people, not a whole lot, tried to ship Ember with Twilight instead. And not a whole lot, but it did happen.
Starlight, because that was the whole
Starlight.
The joke. Well, there was also the joke between she can't tell the difference.
Yeah, that popped up. So that was a thing. Now the Student Six are a thing as well. So shipping within their group.
That would be Gallus and Sandbar.
Yeah, somewhat. Although that didn't take off as much as I thought it would.
It didn't take off more than the other ones.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think.
But that's another one. They are the young six.
Yeah.
So it gets a little bit iffy.
Yeah, really.
How young
the
are
other one
they?
I saw that actually popping up is Gallus and Silverstream.
That one I do see a lot as well.
The birds.
The birds. Yeah.
Yeah, it's another thing. I'm trying to think of another one that's kind of really popped up. Oh, I've been trying to avoid it with Starlight because, yeah. Starlight and Trixie have become a big one.
Starlight and Trixie is a thing.
Starlight and Sunburst is also one.
That one's been like since day one.
Yeah, those two.
Since those characters showed up.
Yeah.
They were best friends as kids. Gotta ship them.
Yeah. I could just safely ignore all that because I don't care about her at all.
Now we're talking about shipping, so you have to mention it.
But I mentioned it, and now I can move on. Yeah, I know it's really popular for various.
That was a big one though. The war between Trixie and Starlight and Sunburst.
It's not really.
That was a thing for a bit.
Yeah.
It was like, wait a minute. Oh, and Maud. That's another one.
Yeah, Maud.
Starlight and Maud popped up, and then I haven't seen another one recently. It kind of
that one died quick.
Yeah, that one died pretty quick.
But before that was Maud and Trixie was also a big thing.
That one, yeah.
Oh, that was already a thing by the last time we talked about it. It's kind of intensified a little bit and then also died.
Yeah. I haven't seen Maud in a lot of things recently.
Yeah, it's weird. Disco Shy has kind of gained a lot of ground.
It has.
I mean, since
that one's
then,
been like a slow grow.
Yeah, I remember that was, as of season 4, it was still like, I think Discord and Celestia was still more popular, but now it's kind of changed course.
Yeah.
Discord and Fluttershy kind of wait, especially with a couple of the episodes that have popped up with Discord and Fluttershy, really sell, I guess, the idea of the two of them for some people. Trying to think, it was on the Equestria Girls side, Wallflower and Sunset became a kind of a big one.
That was kind of a thing
for a while.
I haven't seen a lot of it recently.
Not recently, but I still see it pop up every once in a while, like Wallflower and Sunset. Sunset and Trixie in there as well. That was kind of a thing, but now because of Forgotten Friendship, that also has intensified quite a bit as well. Sunset and Trixie's becoming more of a thing. Unfortunately, again, Sunset and Starlight. Yeah, other characters from Equestria Girls, not so much. I mean, obviously Timber and Twilight is now the new pseudo canon one. It's the one that's kind of they're really doing that weird thing of like it's sort of committing to it, but not really committing to it.
And then there's the other one. It got a resurgence again because of the trailer for the shorts. Sunset and Flash.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know you hate it, but that one did kind of pop up again, especially with the one clip from the shorts with her playing guitar and winking, and Flash doing his thing. It's like, oh boy.
They really need to kill that. Don't do that. Don't do it.
But they used to date, so it makes sense.
No, don't do it. But remember, because Sunset, she only dated him because she wanted power.
Yes, but now things might change. Now that might see him in a new light.
You shut up.
Weirder things have happened.
You shut up. No, it doesn't.
Just because you don't like it.
We're done now. You're done now.
You have to be open to
No, I do not have to be open to this.
Happening. You don't have to like it, but you have to agree that it is possible to go there. You can't.
It'd be a bad idea.
I'm not saying it would. It wouldn't be. I'm just saying.
I mean, you'd think they'd learn their lesson from the first time they tried to do Flash on someone. Hey, guess what? You have to actually make a good character first.
Yeah. Well, who knows? They might fix Flash. I don't
think they still haven't.
I don't think they will, but it's still within
how much,
the realm of
how long has it been? He's still pretty much just a bland nothing of a character.
And the shorts definitely ain't going to help with that. There's just not enough content in a short to do enough.
I think I saw some people ship Juniper and Twilight, but not a whole lot. Other than if I did see a fic of Juniper and Wallflower being shipped. It hasn't finished. I think it kind of died or something.
What was the new... I don't want to say the new villain, but the one from where they were all at the
Valencia?
fair. Or all at
Valencia?
Yes, Valencia and you just said her name. The crap. Juniper, thank you. Those two. I saw a couple of those pop up, but then disappeared.
Yeah, it's something that. What was the other one? I was like, of course, yeah. Again, that is one actually came in. Saitwai and Sunset became huge.
Oh yeah,
like, that is a big one. Like it's you got Saitwai and Timber, and the fandom is like, okay, we're just gonna keep going Sunset and Saitwai, okay? It's like the fandom just ignored it pretty much.
Sunset.
Like it's the fandom just pretty much ignored the canon one because they liked this one better. It's just so it's just so weird. The general just apathy towards Sunset or Twilight and Timber
to work with.
Yeah,
it's a similar issue to Flash.
But the thing with Flash, that inspired actual
pushback. Yeah, it doesn't really.
That inspired pushback versus Timber is just like whatever. We're just ignoring this time.
It's interesting though. Having nothing doesn't really stop people either because they create in the void.
Yeah, like Lyra and Bomb, let's be real, there was nothing there.
There's
something
nothing. They just sat next to each other, and the characters have nothing.
Or had nothing.
Yeah, they had
now.
Now they have more. Now they have. Now they have things.
Now there's things going on there.
Yes.
And so Sunset and Sci-Twi as overtaking like the original Sunlight. It's kind of, for me, it's kind of a little disappointing. Like it's like weird because I still like it, but at the same time, I wish it was the original. And it's like that's better to me.
Pony Twi and Pony Sunset.
Yeah, I mean, then you could also have the human Sunset showed up, and hey, look, double sunlight, everyone wins.
It's like a double rainbow, all the way across the sky.
Except it's no binary sunset, like in Star Wars.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so Sunset and Sci-Twi have just become a huge one. It's like the most popular Equestria ship, like period. It's like everything 9 times out of 10 you see a Sunlight fic, it's going to be Sci-Twi and Sunset now.
Yeah,
and also sometimes you get the Sunset Twiangle, as people call it.
Sunset Twiangle.
Twiangle,
because you got 2.
What?
Jeez, Sunset.
Why does your mom have two Twilights?
2 Twilights.
Yeah.
There's another one we haven't mentioned. It's actually a really old ship. And it's been around for a long time.
Yes.
That you've actually been making me read some. The Rarity.
Oh yeah, Rarity.
Rarity. It's been around forever. And I will admit that's actually a fairly good ship.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because like it's kind of become my second favorite.
Yeah, it works. It really does work.
It's weird because the two of them actually don't do a whole lot together in the show.
Yeah.
Until recently with Friendship University. It was the first one they really had a long play off each other.
Yeah.
Versus other things, sure they interact, but it's usually just a scene in an episode. Versus this is pretty much
like the short we just got when they're at the spa.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird because like that's kind of surged in popularity.
Yeah.
Rare Jack also just continues on, especially with Roller Coaster of Friendship. Just hey,
Rare Jack is just
a thing. It's eternal.
Yeah. If I had to pick when picking main 6 ships, Rare Jack is just a mainstay. You have to go with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of just stayed steady and popular regardless, just because of stuff that happens in the show and for Equestria Girls. And
yeah, it's like they're feeding it.
Yep.
Just make it official already.
Yeah. Oh yeah, since then there was also, I guess, Celestia and Sombra. Was that already a thing? I can't remember. That was a while ago.
Celestia and Sombra was a semi-official thing with the comics.
In the comics.
So
that's why it's a thing. But other than that, kind of the fan base
did kind of play with it a bit too. I see it every now and then, but not all that often.
Yeah.
But it is still kind of poking around down there.
Yeah. The game has changed a little bit because like there's so much now. I mean, I saw Twilight and Sia, or not Sia herself, but her character.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what her character's name was now. Songbird
Serenade. That's what it was.
Yeah, Songbird Serenade.
Yeah. Twilight and Songbird was a ship I saw tossed around a couple times.
Yeah, I've seen Songbird get shipped with a few different things here and there.
Yeah. See, of course, every time there's a new villain, Twilight gets shipped with them.
Yep.
I think I've seen Twilight. I think I saw Twilight and Stygian shipped a little bit, but not a whole lot. Twilight and Sunburst is another one that's popped up here and there.
Yep, I've seen that one. Did the Storm King ever get shipped with Twilight?
I don't think so. Not that. Wait. Maybe.
Like, he's a villain.
I think once I've seen it, but
I think he got overtaken because of Tempest.
Very much not being taken seriously.
Yeah, I think it's because Tempest was the villain that they picked for that.
Yeah. Then there's the Pillars. I mean, freaking.
Oh yeah.
What was it? People like to ship Flash Magnus and Somnambula together a little bit. I've seen that one. I think Rockhoof and what's her name? Not Miss May, the other one.
Meadowbrooks? Meadowbrooks?
Meadowbrook, yeah, that's one. Sometimes those two, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But yeah, it's like Somnambula kind of gets shipped a little bit. Then I think to a degree, Daring Do and Stash a little bit more.
That's always been kind of one that's rumbled low.
Since season 4,
Daring
yeah.
Dash.
That's in season 4, yeah.
There's always been a little bit of
every once in a while it kind of
Daring
surges
Dash.
again because of another like the convention episode really in particular. Or another one was Dash and Patton Oswalt.
Yes.
His character.
Dash and Patton Oswalt.
Whatever his character's name, I can't remember now.
Crap, I've just forgot it too.
Quibble.
Yes, Quibble Dash is quite popular.
Yeah, fairly popular. No, it's all right.
Yeah, and that's always been one. I don't like it, but there's nothing wrong with it. I can't see anything wrong with it. It's just not a ship I ship.
Then you got Scoodle's Aunts, who we've only seen in the books.
Yeah, they've only shown up in books and fan works.
We're still waiting.
I want to see that one.
We're waiting on that.
Yeah. Make it official. Make it show canon official, please.
Oh, some one-shot characters sometimes get shipped, like those two from the Wonderbolts Academy. Then when Twilight and Dash had to go help them out.
Oh yeah, Angel Wings and what's his face?
Well, Angel Wings was the the third character. Those.
Right, Angel Wings was different.
Yeah, the other two though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. Those
Vapor Trail
and
the other guy.
Yeah, the other one.
Whatever his name was, I can't remember.
Those two get shipped because
those two get shipped, obviously.
Some of the old mainstay ships kind of again died off, particularly the main 6 stuff. Some of them kind of lessened in popularity. I noticed a little bit, just because things have changed again.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, Twi-Pi is a weird one, just because recently kind of got a little resurgence because Tara mentioned it at a convention once.
Yeah, that one continues to rumble around. I can't say it's not super popular because it still is, but not as much as it used to.
Yeah. But what's also weird is I'm seeing more people kind of experimenting with the ships and seeing what they can do and stuff, and like taking the random one-shot characters or whatever and trying to ship them with main 6 or whatever. Of course, the freaking Sirens. I almost forgot about them entirely. They came out after our shipping episode. Now you got Sunset and Adagio is a big one.
Oh, that one's a huge one.
Sunset and Sonata used to be bigger, but that's kind of weirdly died off. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
but Sunset and Adagio became
there was a
big.
bit of Pinky and Sonata, I think, too.
Yeah, Pinky and Sonata was kind of a thing.
Really anymore.
Yeah, that one. Sonata tends to be shipped with Aria a lot as well. I think I've seen Sunset and Aria a little bit. Again, not a whole lot. There's that one Tumblr blog which has which had a thing with backstory was like Sunset and Aria were dating for a while. That's the thing. There's that one fic I featured with Adagio and Saiset or something.
Yeah.
What, Saitoi? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm getting names all mixed up in my head now.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a thing. I've seen a Twilight and Sun Sonata once. That was a one shot I saw. And then there's a fic that's going on right now. It's Saitoi and Aria. All things. Basically, Arya's been all grumpy pants. I'm not going to make any friends. And meets Saitoi and kind of starts showing her time around her. Cue romance. I recently saw Fluttershy and Moondancer, and it worked.
Huh.
They wound up meeting, and Fluttershy kind of just hit it off. They're both, their whole thing initially started because they're both at a party and not really enjoying themselves that much.
Neither of us really want to be here.
And they just and actually led into this whole thing where it turns out Equestria Girls Fluttershy was very, very, very closeted. Like, she did not want to admit her attraction to girls until finally. So she had a string of bad boyfriends.
Oh. Oof.
Yeah, and that was a thing.
Oh yeah, that's another one I keep seeing. Every now and then it'll rear its head up and disappear for a little bit. Fleetfoot and Dash.
Fleetfoot, yeah. Spitfire and Dash is still a thing.
Oh yeah, Spit Dash will never die. Spit Dash will never die. I don't think it'll ever be big.
I've seen Spitfire and Twilight.
That's an interesting one.
I saw actually a fairly long fic about Spitfire and Twilight, which worked really well.
Huh. That's not one I've really seen much.
Yeah, I don't see it much, but
It's not a
like
big
I saw
one,
it.
but
It's like every once in a while I just see these weird pairings. I'm like, huh, I want to see how that goes. I saw one recently. It was Vinyl Scratch and Moon Dancer. Yeah,
that's weird.
yeah, and it made sense in the fic. It was like, oh,
I guess if you're a good writer, you can make anything work.
you can make it work. I mean,
Especially when you're dealing with characters that don't really have a huge
Octavian
amount of
Vinyl being
backstory.
confirmed roommates. Like that helps things. Lyra and Bonbon becoming best friends officially.
Friends.
Officially really helped things along.
Yeah.
That 100th episode helped a lot with some shipping stuff.
Oh yes, it did. But yeah, when you're working with a character that doesn't have a huge amount of backstory, it means you can create whatever you want to make it work.
Oh yeah, Dash and Lightning just got a bit of a resurgence.
Oh yes, that's always been kind of the frenemies.
That was low. That was pretty low key for a while. Now it kind of got.
And the washouts brought it back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sunburst's mom and Starlight's dad.
Stellar Flare and what's his face.
Yeah, those two.
Why do we always remember the girls' names?
I don't know. Because they're more predominant. Often the guy characters aren't particularly interesting.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
That's definitely a thing.
Man, there's a lot of crazy one-shot characters that work really well. I saw a couple times Somnambula Sphinx.
Yep, I've seen that one.
Somnambula and that one Prince guy who kind of mentioned more or less mostly in the comics.
Yeah. Nebula and the Sphinx.
Yeah. Oh my.
Just a big kitty. A cat is fine too.
Just a big oh.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say that word.
No, we're not gonna repeat that one.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Twilight Luna has kind of become resurged in popularity recently too.
Thank you, Silpho.
Largely because of that. And
the Royal
those two,
Sketchbook. And
those two have become more of a thing. Rarity and Celestia has become, again, kind of kicked off a little bit.
Thank you, Silpho.
Yeah.
Those are good Tumblr blogs to follow, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of stuff has changed. Like, just so many new characters and whatnot. This shipping has kind of gone off the rails.
Like it wasn't already.
Like, it's gone further. Like,
always
oddly enough, it's
off
still
the rails.
relatively calm, though, in the sense that people aren't fighting each other too much. I mean, there's
what happens, but it's not like there's major wars
it's like most
going
of
on.
when there are arguments, it's still pretty
civil.
tame.
Yeah, there's civil arguments and minor
I've
discussions.
Man, oh my god, I've seen how bad, like, geez, the Voltron fandom got horrendous about it. Oh my god, they got so bad about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like people complain about shippers and the Friendship is Magic fandom. It's like, if you think this is bad, this is nothing. This is nothing. I've seen how bad it can get. But yeah, so the shipping in this fandom is actually pretty tame. I think it's just because so many of the characters play off each other so well. We're like, yeah, I can see it. Even if we don't personally like it, it's like, yeah, I can understand why people would like it. It's easier to see versus like these other things. Like, I hate that character. Why would you ship him with them?
Yeah.
It's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like a whole bunch of just random stuff. That's like, yeah, that works. Oh, that's what it was. Pinky and her name. What's her name in the movie, the Sea Pony Princess?
Oh,
her
Skystar.
It was a Skystar.
Was it Princess Skystar?
Yeah, Princess Skystar. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was huge.
That was a big
when that
one.
came out.
That was kind of a big one.
Cheesy Pie kind of died down.
Rarity and Capper.
Rarity and Capper.
Yeah, because Rarity just like, oh.
Well, hello.
Rarity's a furry.
Rarity's furry.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that reminded me. Cheese Pie.
Yeah, that kind of...
Cheese Pie kind of died down a little bit.
I think it's just because he hasn't really
hasn't
appeared
popped
since
up
his
again,
last
so-
his one and only episode. So that's kind of dead. I mean, also Applejack's parents.
Parents. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, but do canon ships actually count?
Yeah, sure. I mean, sometimes canon ships aren't popular, but sometimes you get one that's just becomes really popular. Those two got a lot of artwork.
Oh.
Well, Parabutter got a lot of artwork.
Parabite. Yeah.
Bright Max this itself in there incidentally, but yeah.
It's like Windy Tales. Dash's parents.
Oh yeah.
Dash's mom gets a lot of artwork.
Yep.
Not so much the dad.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder.
Bo Hot Hoof, not so much.
I wonder why. Yeah, it's so it's just things have changed a lot just because of the sheer amount of characters introduced since the last time we talked about this stuff. Just crazy. And some of it's just kind of like because this character, even though it's a pre-existing character, now it's like this character is now introduced, has now interacted with this other character they've never really interacted before. I'm going to ship those two, that sort of thing. Like now people like Flash and Derpy.
Flash and Derpy.
Because she consoled him a couple times in friendship games.
I remember that. That was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Derpy Dash is another one that every now and then will pop its head up again.
Pops up every
It's always been quiet. Every now and then it'll pop its head up.
Yeah, so it's a lot of stuff that's happened.
That was a weird one. I think I've only seen one place do it. It's kind of popular, but it's only one area that's doing it. Big Mac and Cadence. It's an alternate universe thing.
I see that every once in a while. It keeps popping up randomly.
Primarily for the Offspring, Honeycrisp.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
I remember that one.
That person's OC. It's the only place I've really seen it,
that's
though.
I guess.
And a lot of people make references to try and tie into the universe.
Yeah, and of course there's always the OC ships. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. I really don't care.
Yeah,
that's some of the ships. I'm like, I feel like people go a little overboard on like what was it, Twilight and that one creepy guy on the cruise, creepy guy.
Yeah,
Comet Tail or something like that. No, that's the other thing. I think that's the other guy that I keep seeing pop up in Derpy. But anyway, I don't like that one. Like I just legitimately just because I find his behavior towards her was really creepy. So it's like it's really off-putting. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff, ships. Again, sometimes I see Twilight and Discord still pop up here and there. Whatever. I guess for a while, Twilight and Starlight was kind of sort of a thing, but it keeps popping up here and there, but not really that much now that things have changed a little bit.
Yeah, it still rears its head. It's still around. I still see it.
Twixie's more or less kind of.
Yeah, Twixie's kind of. It's still there. It won't go away.
I've only seen it here once in a while. Mostly it's just.
It will never die, but it's not as popular as it used to be.
Yeah, nowhere near as popular as it used to be. It's been supplanted by other things.
Like Chara Lights kind of die.
Yeah. Although I think I saw it kind of starting popping up here and there again more often now that Cheramac's dead. Like I've never seen the fandom just completely abandon the ship so quickly. Almost completely. It's like you don't see it anymore. Like usually you see like the diehards like I'm never gonna stop, and like not this time. People just moved on. I guess because Sugar Bell just made a really good impression on the fandom.
Yeah, everyone likes Sugar Bell.
But that's a lot. We're just getting into that. I mean, it's like there's a lot more you can listen to us talk about with the shipping stuff. I mean, we already talked about a lot of the other intricacies of shipping and stuff because we don't really retread that ground.
Yeah, like why do people ship? What causes? How do people go?
Yeah, that's all retread. I just want to talk about all the crazy ships that's been happening since then. But we should go ahead and move along to our guest last bit because we're running out of time, honestly. Yeah. But yeah, we can keep going because there's so much shipping stuff. It's crazy. And of course, you didn't get into the polyamorous stuff.
Oh yeah,
there's so much there too.
Well, I mean, you did mention some of it with your triangle.
Yeah, that was very much the only one I mentioned. Beyond that, though, it's like
the Omni ship.
Yes, the main six, all the main six,
all of them.
That doesn't happen that often. Mostly, if it does, it's usually just for a quick joke.
Yeah.
But moving on though, because we're running a really long time. I gotta get it moving. Fan content, music, sort of.
Sorry, it just made me remember the ProZD. Anime was saved forever.
Anime is solved forever.
Anime is solved forever.
Anyway,
music, sort of. I'm not going to pick a specific song, but I did want to mention Violet Pony's Homeward album dropped. It's essentially Starship Ponyville Part 2. Big album. It's a whole story-based thing. It's really cool, really good music. Go check that out. There's a link to the Bandcamp. There's a Bandcamp link to the album. It's a better way to say it in the show notes. So, yeah, go check that out. Apparently, there's going to be an actual fanfic about this whole thing that they're doing. It's supposed to show up soon. I hope that does because it will probably be interesting. It's all like sci-fi based. Check it out.
Mm-hmm. And fanfic-wise, no new things, but updates. The Enchanted Library side stories updated with a new short chapter. And just kind of a, weird little introspection / conversation. about stuff.
It makes you wonder, is Rarity talking to you, the reader, or to the person she's walking with?
Yep.
Or would I say both?
With a nice little meme thing in the spoiler in the author's notes. Really explaining the fic to you if you haven't figured it out yet.
Oh, hey, the draw friend popped up, and what do you know? It's shipping with the Apple parents.
That's all before we start recording, dude. That's it for this episode. We're done for now with this one.
For this episode.
Yeah, for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could find past and future episodes on pony411.libsyn.com. Again, it's spelled Libsyn. All the episodes are there listed in chronological order, or I guess reverse chronological order, considering the newest ones at the top. You can check out the stuff there, check out the RSS feed, subscribe and whatnot, and find pretty much all the links I'm going to mention there as well at the top on the nav bar. So if you want to check those things out, things like the YouTube channel, youtube.com/pony411. You can find us there, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. So you can check us out there. Sometimes non-podcast stuff pops up there, but not very often. Not recently, anyway. We're also on Stitcher.com, or the iOS or Android apps. If you want to check us out, search for Pony411 and subscribe there. You can also find us on iTunes, search for Pony411 and subscribe and rate and review. And of course, Google Play, play.google.com/music. Search for Pony411 and subscribe there. Lots of searching.
Search.
But thankfully, we're not as hard to find as Waldo. Or Carmen Sandiego. That's more timely, actually.
I've heard that's pretty good, the new one.
It is.
Yeah.
You can also find us on ponyvillelive.com. We're there on the top bar thing, or listed in the shows. If you want to see us there, it just goes to the YouTube version. Or you can find us on Ponyville FM, one of the radio stations on Ponyville Live. They're there every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, along with a bunch of music from live DJs and preset stuff and whatnot. If you want to check that out, which you should, because there's a lot of good music in there.
It's a good place.
If you want to contact us, you can do so via email, pony411podcast@gmail.com. Comments, criticisms, questions. Thank you for your words of kindness, if you have them. Yes, Andreas L98, thank you for the kind words. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/pony411. Like us there, see new episodes as they show up, as they're released, all that stuff. And of course, we're on Twitter, or at pony411. Follow us, like us, retweet us. We tweet things sometimes. Sometimes things just, you forget because your life's gone a little crazy or whatever. Or you're just, I don't know, busy with other stuff.
We do have a life beyond Pony411.
Yes. Surprise. And of course, as our personal Twitters, I'm at Nemesis Prime 1 and he's at Alcatraz717 and an _at the end. I haven't been tweeting too much, but other than kind of teasing that little project I have. Also the retweet of the Pony Transformers thing.
Ah, yes.
And Steven Universe.
Steven Universe.
Oh, man.
Oh,
that
man.
Season finale, man. So, that's it for this episode. Tune in a couple weeks. We'll be there post Valentine's Day. We'll be talking about stuff. Hopefully, by then, we'll also be able to finally openly talk about the thing I've been talking about. The project.
Project.
The project, yeah.
Project what? Code name for it.
Oh. I don't know. Project Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Hope you tune in next time with all that stuff. But until then, please pony responsibly.
See ya.
Bye.